2018 Infiniti Q60 Red Sport 400 Quick Spin Reviews Vertical Bar Beauty Before Muscle. 2018 Infiniti Q60 Red Sport 400 is an absolute beauty directly. And that's important, because, more than any other segment in the automotive market, the personal luxury coupe should have the kind of noticeable attention that can lead the discussion about the new vehicle, like this one. This is also important, because the name Red Sport 400 raises some sort of performance image that the Q60 hardware is not alive enough. But before learning the world of horsepower and torque, let's finish the style. Like most luxury marques these days, Infiniti works very hard to create a variant of the face of the company that is instantly known on everything it sells. Unlike some other car makers, Lexus, Infiniti largely succeeds in styling style marketing forces without making any new cars as caricatures of the model it replaces. Fascia is dominated by a tortuous chrome grille, which has a few wing-shaped tabs that draw attention to a pair of stout headlamps. These lighting units have LED element that make up iMac coupe, and while it can be a major style mistake, it looks beautiful on Q60. Moving back from the face, there is no flat surface anywhere that might distract the audience from the overall cohesiveness of the design. Sheet metal Q60 is pulled, pushed, and put together like a taffy that hangs in a pair of shakers. If you complain about the Q60's appearance, it will focus on excessive chrome end gill slits just behind the front wheel and a small displacement badge nearby in the fender. These two bits are not needed, and look like they were pasted at the last minute. But it's just a small complaint that does not distract attention from cohesive design, and the chrome hole can be replaced with carbon fiber with an additional $395. It would be a sin to choose a color rather than the dynamic sunstone red. This deep shade fits the perfectly flowing Q60 line, and everyone who sees the car parked in the driveway has good things to say about the hue. Other colors are available, but choose red. The exterior test car interior has seats in off-white skin tones that look good, but it already shows wear and tear changes. Maybe choose a red leather chair instead. Black is also an option, but comes with traditional carbon fiber trims instead of silver fiber optic pieces that trim the red and white packages. It does not often feel strongly about a certain color palette, but believe me when you say that you really want the silver carbon interior to go with the dynamic sunstone red exterior. Now, back to the powertrain. There are good, and not very good things, to say about the 3.0-liter turbocharged V6 engine from the Red Sport 400. On the positive side, it's smooth and feels smooth in the way that old VQ series engines can never hope to match. And 400 horsepower and 350 pound-foot torque are nice, round numbers that look fit for the luxury coupe in this price bracket. But it hardly makes a sound, even when driven aggressively, and runs the entire span of its spin. No turbo whoosh, no burble or boomerang, no rumbling or low-pitch sound. The biggest problem with the engine is that it does not feel like 400 horsepower from behind the wheel. Equipped with an all-wheel drive, like our tester, the Q60 Red Sport weighs 4,023 pounds, so it's not exactly lightweight. Without access to any dyno charts, our seat guts tell us that V6 is not enough to power off. And, while we have no complaints about the quality or time of 7-speed automatic transmission shift, it does not feel right to use the best of high-voltage power plants. And then there's the computer-controlled steering arrangement. To be fair, the second generation direct adaptive steering system is much better than Infiniti's first ever effort, but there are still times when it feels more like a video game than a luxury car. We are sure there are rows and rows of zapping, and one zapping miles on some CPUs to make everything work, because that's what it feels like. Digital driving can be an acceptable sacrifice for a particular type of vehicle, but not suitable for a private luxury coupe with open sports pretensions. We prefer a regular steering rack. However, in the end, the Infiniti Q60 Red Sport 400 will be sold to people who are more interested in cars because of its beauty than the muscles or the brain. And that's good. If you have $65,000 to spend, car vanity is as good a reason as any other to choose which vehicle to park in your driveway.